Hey there, hope you're having a terrific day. In today's video, we're going to be talking about feeling unappreciated and not getting the praise that is rightfully due to you. What does that mean to actually need the praise of others? We're going to take a really good look at what that need is and where it comes from. And also, I'm going to shed some light on why not only you don't need praise from others, but you're going to get praise from the most important person of all. Hi there, and welcome to the Booksters Club, where we find daily inspiration from the books you love. Today's featured book is The Fred Factor by Mark Stanborn, and today's inspirational thought comes to us on page number 30. It says, "Here's a mystery. If you expect praise and recognition, oddly, it will seldom come. I really don't know why, but life has demonstrated repeatedly that if your motive for doing something is to get thanked or praised for what you've done, you'll often be disappointed. If, however, you go about doing the right thing knowing that doing is its own reward, you'll be fulfilled whether or not you get recognition from others. When reward or recognition comes, it will be icing on an already delectable cake." Receiving a compliment or praise for a job well done feels terrific, but it can become a double-edged sword where you become dependent on it and your work ethic becomes dependent on it. In fact, artists, before they drop an album, they keep their projects secretive and they work behind the scenes and keep it all to themselves, not just as a marketing ploy, but it also serves a purpose. It eliminates distractions during the creative process, and that praise can create complacency. Receiving a compliment and getting praise actually activates the reward centers of our brain, which is called the ventral striatum and the ventral medial prefrontal cortex. And actually, studies have shown that receiving a compliment is just as thrilling to the mind as receiving cash because it's perceived by the striatum as a social reward. Having your self-esteem and your work ethic on the line by the validation of others can be quite dangerous because it's not under your control when or where that person is going to see your hard work and give you a compliment for it or validate it. In fact, Jennifer Crocker, PhD, did some research where she actually found that college students who base their self-esteem on external sources, including appearances, approval of others, and academic performance, reported more stress, anger, academic problems, relationship conflicts, and higher levels of anger and alcohol use and symptoms of eating disorders. So when you are waiting for someone to recognize and to validate your hard work, it actually has an opposite effect. Now you are completely desperate and dependent upon those things, and when you don't get it, it actually makes it harder for you to focus and to work hard, and that sense of complacency actually takes place because the mind already got the compliment for the hard work, and now you can take your foot off of the gas. You know when you're doing a good job and you know when you've done your best. And so if you can create a relationship with yourself that is stronger than any relationship you have with anybody else, you're going to be able to validate yourself and to be honest and truthful about why you are doing what you're doing and if you've done a good job. Look, when you've made dinner and you taste it yourself and you think, wow, this is really good, that doesn't change the effect or the reality that what you think you've made is actually really good. In fact, we all have different perceptions of what good actually is, but your scale should be the only barometer that actually matters. True praise cannot be solicited anyway. If you are manipulating somebody's praise in any way, shape, or form, well, it's actually not a genuine reflection of true praise. When somebody gives us a compliment or gives us praise, it's when they actually see our light and they recognize it and they want to let us know and give us the feedback. Wow, X, Y, and Z was really good that you did, or I really like what you did. And so that's true praise and it's genuine, and that's nothing that should be manipulated. When you have a true understanding of where and what you've done that is of value, you won't need it from others. And the great thing is you are the one that is in control of that, and you are the barometer that dictates how good or bad something is. So you get to be in control of your work ethic. You get to be in control of what you put put out into the world, and you get to be in control of how frequently and how good you want to be, because you are the one validating yourself. If I've been able to shed light on praise and made you feel that you can show self-acceptance and appreciation, well then I would love to hear about that in the comments. If you had a different take on this part of the book, a different part in this book, or a different book entirely that you think should be featured here on the Booksters Club, I would also like to hear about that in the comments. Thank you for clicking the like button if you liked this video and found it useful, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell if you're new, because I post new videos just like this one every single day. See you tomorrow, Booksters. Fred Factor by Mark Stanborn, page number 30. Tiny little book. By Mark Stanborn. Should I say Stanborn or Stanborn? Stanborn. Okay, just say Stanborn. Prefrontal cortex. If I'm able to say all of this stuff, it'll be impressive. Let me just say. Which are called the ventral striatum. So you did say it, but you did mess, your mouth didn't do it. So we're just gonna try it again. The ventral. Okay, you did it. Good job.